Okay, so I'm going to go through the process for recreating a digital scoring form that you can use for Showcase 1. The logic that's used in these forms should not necessarily be used for Showcase 2 or BPC. This is just for Showcase 1. So you will have access to this build presentation evaluation form and a Showcase 1 responses form. So the first step is to select both, right-click it, make a copy. What you'll see is that 2 copies of the form are made. You can go ahead and delete one of those. It's a mystery why one extra one gets created. And then what you'll need to do is you'll need to open the form. Go to the little ... click on it. Whoops, not for this one. Here you can duplicate or delete a section if you need to. If you need to change any of these fields to be something different, then you can do it here. We did not put the name of the pitches or teams that were going just for a timing. It takes a long time, but if you want to do that before each event, you totally could. Okay, so you go to the responses and then click ... Select response destination. And instead of create a new spreadsheet, you're going to select an existing spreadsheet. And all of your different sheets should pull up. And this is the one I just created when I copied, and that's the one I want. Select that. Then you'll see down here that the spreadsheet is linked. Then what you want to do is view responses in sheets, and it should be the one that you sent it to. And you're going to wait for it to load. Here is where all the information will be filling in. But you want to go down here and you want to be able, you're going to click on Form Responses 2. Make sure it's empty. If for some reason it's not, then something went wrong. Form Responses 1 shows up. Don't delete this sheet, but also you can just ignore it. This has all previous test responses. It will not impact your current responses for your current showcase. So Form Responses 2 should fill in results for this third and fourth tab, Judge Results by Judge and Team. This tab is unnecessary unless you want to see if a judge has recorded for each team. I just used Form Responses 2. I'll show you a completed version to see which judge hadn't filled out a form. But Judging Results by Team is the main form where you're going to look to see the scores. So you're then going to click on this table so that it pulls up the right side. And you'll see here that you need to edit range because right now it's pulling from Form Responses 1. And you want it to pull from the new one, Form Responses 2. So you just change that 1 to a 2. Now it should make it blank. The thing that is missing is a total. So you might want to add a total tab here. So this would be total. I also don't know why there aren't, the borders. So you can do that. And then here, you'll need to do the sum of B5 to D5. And then you'll need to follow that down for each one. The other way to do that is just highlight them, hit sum, and then I'll show you something there. So then if you want to test it, what you can do is go back here, click send for the form, copy the link, and then go to a different tab. So you want to make sure that you don't give your judges editing access because they shouldn't be able to edit the actual fields. They probably wouldn't mean to, but if they accidentally did, then your results will get messed up. So then you can do test. I'm going to do test judge. I would say always test your forms and make sure that they're working. What I typically do is go in and do at least 3 judges on one team, and then at least 3 judges on one other team just to make sure that it's averaging correctly. So the judges put their team name, their judge name and their team name every single time. This is similar to the paper form. Comments are required. I will just write test so that I don't confuse myself later. And then I try to make sure that I differentiate the score so that the average, actually averages. So each time a judge submits a form, then they need to submit another response. So to test it, you can submit another response. So now I'm judge 2, sticking with team 1. I thought this team was exceptional, but their feasibility is just unacceptable. But the presentation was pretty bomb. Okay, so now I'm going to go back here. And see ta-da! So then you start to see it here. It'll timestamp it. You can see if the judges, their numbers are coming up. So you should have 1 through 4 or 5, however many judges you have. And then you should be able to see the results. In the first line always, I don't know why it does this, but 10.5. So this team got a 10.5, and then you should be able to compare the scores of each team very easily. So let me show you what one of my schools look like. So you can see that all the judges and scores are listed here. I have organized them by judge name. I can see that they put in a score. I can see that they put in comments. And then if you go to judge results by team, you can easily see their averages. So the thing that was probably most confusing for me at the showcase was making sure that this pitch aligned with the actual team on my external agenda. So if you do have time to put the team name, it is not unwise. It did actually say that the wrong team won. Like I said the right 2 kids' names, but I said the wrong pitch name because I had marked it weird on my external agenda. Whoopsie! So you can see that I clearly have my top 3 winners with these scores. And so then you can place them. This tab is funky. It seems to work here, so I can see that each judge, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this buddy missed pitch 4 for some reason, which would be a big deal. Like for the BPC, for Showcase 1, I was not fretting it because we have enough scores for each of the teams, and they weren't one of the ones that was close enough to winning. Or they were one of the winners, and pretty considerably, sorry. So I just let it be with the 4 judge scores, not the 5. That's it. Way to go.